Well, hello friends and welcome back to my channel. I'm Renee, and today I want to make and show you how to make, for those of you who are my beginner friends, I love it. I love teaching you how to make simple, easy bread for your family. Today we're going to do a stone ground whole wheat bread. You're going to love this, okay? It's like my Amish wheat bread is what it really is called. But I use the stone ground whole wheat. And of course, all-purpose flour too. So, it's pretty much the same as that. We're going to do 2 cups of very warm water. And we're going to do 1 tablespoon because we're going to make 2 loaves. Now, some people have asked me if you can have the recipe and make 1 loaf. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Or you can double it and make 4. We're going to do 1 tablespoon of yeast. Okay. And we're going to feed that with a little bit of sugar. We're going to put about a 1/2 tablespoon of sugar. Now we're going to take this and we're going to give that a little bit of a mix. Because, you know, you don't, and people have asked me, you don't have to proof the instant yeast. I just always do. It's just a habit. I want to make sure that my yeast is lively before I put all my precious ingredients in it. But that is the only reason why I proof it. You really don't have to. And there's some recipes that I do that I don't. I just add it in there. But it's just become a habit for me. And it's not a bad habit either. So, you can or you can't. Doesn't matter. Okay, we're going to let that proof just long enough to know that it's lively. I'm going to get my oil out because I like to use olive oil with mine. And this wheat bread calls for a little more olive oil than the white bread recipe. And I want to tell you too while I'm here, with your Amish white bread, I have always cut my sugar in half because it gets quite sweet to me. But there's been people that ask me if they could add a little more sugar to get the sweet Amish white bread. Yes, you can. I always put a 1/3 cup, but an actual Amish white bread recipe calls for 2/3 cup of sugar. So just double your sugar. But I love it just the way it is. It's got just a hint of sweetness and not overpowering. And I like that. Okay, we'll find out with that in just a minute. Now, let me undo this. Now, the reason why you mix these is because stone ground whole wheat bread is low. It doesn't have a whole lot of gluten. So if you just use the wheat bread, your bread's not going to rise very high. So I mix equal parts of wheat and white flour. And then I come out with a real nice, soft, you know, high-rise loaf of bread. I get my salt. This is a real simple recipe. All right, it's starting to bloom, so here we go. We're going to add 1/2 cup of oil to this. Okay. I'm going to put this away as I go because while this is rising, we need to head out to the greenhouse and I'll show you how the greenhouse is doing. We're going to be cooking, well, my husband's going to be replacing the kitchen window, so I want to get this bread, you know, rising and ready to go in the oven. But we won't be cooking anything today. We're just going to heat up some leftovers for dinner tonight And that's it, because he's going to be putting that window in, and I don't want all that schmutz and mess from that window in my food. So, okay, we've got the oil. Let me think. My gears are really rolling, and this recipe's all on the top of my head. Oh, sugar. We need a little more sugar here. That's what I was missing. We're going to put 2 tablespoons. No, we're going to put a 1/3 cup of sugar in here. A little less than a 1/3 cup because I already put a 1/2 tablespoon in there. Okay, so there goes our sugar. You can do the same with the wheat. You can put the 2/3 cup of sugar in there. I just don't like that much sugar. All right, then we're going to put salt in, but I'm going to put that on top of my flour. With your flour, you're going to put equal parts of white, and it doesn't have to be bread flour. You can use all-purpose flour, but equal cups of white and wheat. So I'm going to do 3 cups of each because this calls for 6 cups. There's my 3 of my white. And this makes a beautiful bread. I sell a lot of this in my market stand. People love it. And I buy this in bulk from my Amish friend store. And there's my 3 cups of wheat. Okay? I don't want to spill this, so I'm going to tie this up. So tonight for dinner, I might make like grilled cheese, and I'll use this fresh bread, and it'll be wonderful. Just make us something quick. Depends on how the window is going, or we'll just heat up some leftovers. All right, we also need to add our teaspoon of salt. Okay, so that's good there. All right, now we are going to put this on here. This might get a little loud. We're just going to mix this. Once it's incorporated, then you're going to want to time your mixer, or if you're doing it by hand, once you get it incorporated, you're going to want to knead it for about 5 to 8 minutes. So this is going to incorporate, and then it's going to knead for about 5 to 8 minutes, and I'll be back. And friends, let me remind you, if you are using a stand mixer, don't mix over number 2 on there, because you will burn out your mixer. Just keep it at 2. It mixes it beautifully. Alrighty, this is done, and this is beautiful. Let me get my bowl and my lid for it, or my cover, and my oil. I'm going to oil this up right now. Just put a little bit of oil in your bowl. This turns out beautiful. Look at that. Look at that beautiful dough. Okay. Can you see how gorgeous that is? I'm not kneading it. I'm just forming it into a nice ball. Beautiful, soft, supple dough. Look. Beautiful. So, we're just going to make it into a ball here. Beautiful. I flip it upside down, run it back through, rinse my hands off. So I coat all the sides. Now, this is going to rise for about 2 hours. And we'll make 2 beautiful loaves of bread out of this, or you can make this into rolls. Works out beautiful. You can make it into rolls. Depending on the size you want. When I've made like a loaf into rolls, I've made about 12 rolls, 8 to 12 rolls. Just depends on how big you want them. Or you can make 2 beautiful loaves of bread, and that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to set this over in the corner of my kitchen, This is gonna rise for 2 hours. We're gonna head out to the greenhouse. I got some stuff to do outside while this is rising, and then we'll come back and we'll bake it up. Okay, friends, before I head outside, we decided to have some Swedish meatballs because remember, I've got the meatballs already made in the freezer. So we're going to put this together in a slow cooker, let it go for about 8 hours on low, and we'll have a beautiful dinner tonight. And you'll see that too. So I'll show you how easy this is to put together for your slow cooker. I've got all my seasoned meatballs right here. What's left of them. I'm going to put them all in there. I'm going to use them all. Okay, now in my bowl here, I have going to put in 3 cups of beef broth. Okay. I'm also going to do, let's see, I haven't opened this yet. Maybe Mr. Wayna. Oh, I got it. It's a little dark in here. We're going to add a cup of half and half. If you don't have half and half, you could use milk. It just won't be as creamy. So we're going to do 1 cup of half and half in there. Okay. I am going to do 2 tablespoons of cornstarch is also going to go in there. Now for my spices. You can also add a packet of onion soup mix to this if your meatballs aren't seasoned. Mine are all seasoned and they already got onions in there, and I don't want to overpower it with the onions. So I'm not going to add mine. We're going to do a teaspoon of garlic powder. We're going to do a teaspoon of dried thyme. And we're going to do a 1/4 teaspoon, and I know it sounds funny, but it's wonderful, of ground nutmeg. Okay. Now, you can use Worcestershire sauce, Worcestershire, however you want to call it. I don't like the stuff. So I'm going to use a half of a tablespoon of soy sauce. Let me make sure it's not the Worcestershire. Worcestershire, that's funny. I'm going to use a half of a tablespoon of that. Okay? Soy sauce. And I think that's it. I got everything in here. Alright, we're going to give this a good mix. This is going to be wonderful. I believe I got everything. I hate to forget anything. Okay, you're just going to take this. Let me put this over here so you can see it. My meatballs are in there. You're going to just pour this right over everything. Oh, that's going to be beautiful. I did forget something. I'm not going to put salt in there because it's salty enough with the beef broth, but I am going to put a nice amount of pepper in there. Okay? And that's it, friends. I'm going to put this in my pantry because he's going to be doing the window in here. So you'll see this tonight. And we'll be back to do the bread as well. So we'll see you out in the greenhouse. Hi, guys. You want your scratch? All right. We don't have any loose chickens anymore because we trimmed wings. And of course we only trimmed one wing. All right, here we go. Come on. Get on there. There they go. They love that stuff. You can see them. I'm going to put some feed in their trough. All right. Hi, guys. You got good water? Everything looks good. You just need that and some straw. I'll throw a bale of straw in here for them. I love my chickens, friends. I lost count at like, what, 45? I got some more yummies for you. Oh, they like that. I always keep their scraps in the refrigerator so that I don't want to give them moldy and nasty food. So I keep it in the refrigerator so it stays fairly fresh. And we couldn't find straw. We finally found straw. Wait down here so you can see me. We finally found straw the other day. So, but before that we had to give them a bale of hay to dry them out from all the water. But they're doing good. I try to count them, but it don't work. But my granddaughter come in here the other day and caught just about every one of them, except the roosters. And we just left them alone. They don't fly over the top. But I trimmed only one wing, because then that knocks them off balance and they can't get up over the 6-foot fence. And now they're all in here. They don't get out now. We had 5 or 6 of them that would fly in and out. They'd fly in at night and fly out in the day, and they'd be all over the place. Look at friends, we got little babies in here. We got Easter babies. I'll show you. They're precious. Look. Oh, little muffins. We got babies on Easter.
Now I only got your hands on your rabbit.
That's okay. Aren't those ears cute? How close you getting? Aw, they're so precious. Look at the spots on their ears. Oh, and then we got an all black one. Look at this one. Beautiful little bit. Oh, he's a fatso. See how chubby he is? What a little baby. Look at him. Oh, they're so sweet. Oh, yes. Oh, their eyes aren't quite open yet. Maybe another day or so. They're getting close, though, friends. Look, I'm watching burrow right back in there. See him burrow? I love it. And she's got them so nice and warm in here. So we won't be in here too long because we'll cover them back up. All right, that's good. Those are our babies for Easter. There. We keep this covered up. It's not going to rain today. It's just going to be cloudy, but we keep this covered up just in case it rains, that those babies won't get wet. Perfect. Let's go to the greenhouse. Our little bunny rabbits are sweet, aren't they? We got 3 of them. And Susie's going to take one, so I'll just give the other 2 away. They won't be hard to get rid of. I'm not into selling bunny rabbits. We're heading into the greenhouse. It's beautiful in here. Wait till you see what's coming up. Oh, it's nice in here. Okay, let me turn this around. I gotta hang my scissors up. Oh, maybe not. Let me turn this around. Look it. There's our lettuce. Those are radishes. Our kale back there is coming up really good. My zinnias are starting to sprout. See the green in there? Beautiful. You know what? This greenhouse is working so much better than my other one. This one stays a lot warmer. I think it's the best thing we could have done. Look at my marigolds are coming up too. See the green? Beautiful. And my dill is up. See that beautiful dill? Broccoli, there's a lot. It's just bursting with life. All these ones over, oh no, not over here. These have all been, that's some bouquet dill coming up. And you can see my onions. Where are they at? Right there. That one. They're coming up. I don't think anything on this side yet's coming up. Oh, yes, it is. That is this is greens that my friend got me. That she lives in the UK, and she ordered those from Baker Creek and had them shipped to me. I can't wait to try those out. Yeah, there's a few things coming. The rutabaga and the cabbage is coming up. I planted all that under there yesterday, and all these flats yesterday, and this. And none of this is coming up yet, but it will. And it's looking great. Absolutely. I'm loving it. I'm all windblown. I love it's like 65 degrees out right now. But the potatoes are going to be in the next video because we got the bread to bake, and I do need to do I need to help Mr. Wayna with that kitchen window a little bit. So I'm just going to be putzing around here. I want to move my straw, get that all secured. But when I get ready to plant my potatoes, I'll take you step by step. Because they always say, I see so much online where people say, oh, you got to have this special and that special, and you got to buy this and you got to do that. And you know what, friends? No, you don't. No, you don't. I'm proof of that. I grow a beautiful crop of potatoes every year, and I don't buy anything beyond what I've already got in my compost and my manure. That's it. I might buy some bone meal because of the calcium in there for my tomatoes and stuff, but with the exception of that, I don't buy anything fancy. You know, and I don't cut my potatoes and let them harden. You can do that if you want to stretch your, you know, to get more plants, but I just plant them. I don't cut them. I just plant them and they grow beautiful. So we're gonna show you how to grow potatoes. And I grew such a beautiful crop last year that I told you the other day I'm working on my last bag of potatoes that I stored for the winter, and it is April, and they just now started to sprout in my root cellar. So, and they're almost gone now because we've used them. But the crop of potatoes I grew lasted Mr. Wayne and I all winter long. I didn't buy any potatoes. I think I bought 1 5-pound bag of red potatoes through the winter, and that was just for something special. So anyway, potatoes are easy to grow. We're also going to grow carrots. We're going to plant carrots and onions. Now, I can't say that's going to all be in the same video, but I will definitely show you, because that's the stuff that you have to get planted now, you know, as soon as you can work the ground. So anyway, with that being said, I showed you the greenhouse. I showed you our precious little bunnies. You seen the chickens. We're getting lots of eggs. We didn't waste that feed. My husband has just slowly mixed it in with the good feed. It's the pellets. So he slowly mixed it in with the good feed. So, you know, it's just a filler now for them. But they're doing good laying eggs. They're healthy. I'm going to give them some straw. You've seen that. So I'm going to go and get all my goodies done and get to helping Mr. Wayna with that window. It looks like it's going to rain today, but they're not calling for any rain. They said it's going to be real cloudy today. They're not calling for any rain until next week. So we got to make hay while the sun shines, you know. So anyway, I will meet you back in the house when it comes time to bake the bread. And I will see you then. Okay, friends, we are ready. Look at this beautiful dough. Oh my heavens, is that gorgeous or what? Let me spray my pans and we'll get them ready for their second rise, which will only be about a half hour, long enough for the stove or oven to preheat. All right, that's beautiful. Let's see here. My bench scraper. We are all set. Look at that beautiful dough. This is about the easiest bread beside of the Amish white bread. I love this stuff. Okay, I'm just going to take this out of here. Oh. All right. I'm just going to divide that in half the best that I can. Okay, and then I'm just going to flatten this out because that's how I do. Get all the air out of it. And then I just start rolling. Fold it in and just keep rolling it. All right, then we're going to pinch this, stuff that end in. You can fold the ends under too. I just stuff them in and pinch them. All right, and then just shape it. That's it. There's one. We're going to do the same with this one. Get all the air out of it. And just start rolling. I love stone ground whole wheat. It is wonderful flour. Makes lovely bread. Okay, stuff that end in. Pinch that off. We're going to stuff this end in. Pinch that off. And then just shape it into a nice loaf. There we go. Now we're going to cover those up. Let me wash my hands. Okay, so now we'll set our oven to 350, so it's already set for that. And we're just going to cover these up with a nice tea towel. And hopefully they'll they'll rise. It's pretty warm in here, so hopefully they'll rise up to the top of the pan by the time the oven's preheated. And when that oven does preheat and your bread is risen to the top of the pans, go ahead, put it in your oven and set your timer for 30 minutes. And I'll see you when this bread is done. All right, friends. Those are risen to the top of the pan and they are ready to go in the oven. Just like that. They're going to go in for 30 minutes. So I'll see you when those are done. All right, friends. Our bread is done. Look at that gorgeous bread. And that beautiful brown crust. I love that. All right, isn't that gorgeous? Okay, I'm going to take just a little bit of butter here. And we're just going to paint it right on there. Beautiful. Then I'll let it cool down for just a few minutes. And then I'll go ahead and I'll pull it on out of the pan. Isn't that beautiful? That's all you need, just a little bit. Just to brush the tops. So we're going to let this cool for a minute. We'll pull it out of that pan. And you'll get a good look at it. Mr. Wayne is in there. You know, as soon as it cools enough for me to cut it, he'll want to try a piece. All right. We'll flip it right out of here. Come right up. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, and it smells divine. Oh, I almost dropped that. All right. And there, friends, is our beautiful stone ground whole wheat bread. Gorgeous. We will definitely be cutting a piece in a few minutes. Which one do you want to try?
Whichever one is the coolest.
We'll do this one. This big old piece right here. This is the schnitzel. And that's my piece.
Okay.
All right, friends, here we go. We're going to cut. This is beautiful. Ooh, look at that. Now, I have a bread slicer, but we're just going to use this for right now. Oh, look at that crumb. Beautiful, beautiful bread. Okay. We'll set this back over there, and I'll butter you a lovely piece here. Wrong side. Oh, and it's still hot in there. I don't want to rip it because it is fairly warm. I'll try this little piece. Oh. A little more butter on yours? There you go. All right.
What?
I'm just waiting for you to see. That's some soft, good bread.
It's good, friends.
I love the stone ground whole wheat. And every time we do a video, our phone rings, doesn't it? Every time. All right. Wonderful. Give this recipe a try. I will definitely link it in the description box. Or I'll put it in the description box.
Oh.
All right, friends. It is dinner time here. And this lighting is not very good, is it? I think that sunlight's shining. We'll try that. All right, that's better. Okay. So our Swedish meatballs are done. And we'll make Mr. Wayna his nice plate. And put that away. Oh, I hate that thing. Oh, look at how beautiful those look. With that sauce on there. Anyways, not gonna want that many meatballs. He will definitely want some more sauce. Take a look at how gorgeous those are. So we'll give that to him. He's gonna love that. So we'll go have our dinner. You guys hung out with me. We made bread. We did the meatballs in the slow cooker. I showed you the greenhouse. You seen the bunnies and the chickens and a little bit of our daily life. So there you have it, friends. Thanks for hanging out with us. You all have a wonderful night, and we'll see you in the next video.